to finally just very quickly talk about measles. Big concerns about measles outbreak. It is extraordinary. Some 3.5 million children under 16, so out of the 16 million we have under 16, are at risk of measles because they're either too young, they're under the age of 1, they haven't had one measles jab, MMR jab, or they still haven't had their second one. You're not fully immune until you've had your second MMR. I think it's at the age of 1 and the age of 3 you get those. And many haven't had any at all, particularly in ethnic minority communities, particularly as vices impacting central London and central Birmingham in particular. We are seeing cases rise and rise and rise. We thought, I mean, back in 2016, there was, a prize for, we'd basically eradicated measles in this country, and now we've got it back again. What a surprise, people not getting jabbed. However, the lack of faith in vaccinations, for me, again, I think the medical establishment brought that on themselves. I also am still very angry. I still don't understand why Andrew Wakefield, who pushed it was a lie. What he did was he's a fraud and a liar, and he's making money out of children's misery, pretending. He knew perfectly. He faked the entire research. It's been totally debunked, pretending that that measles, the MMR jab, measles, mumps, rubella jab, caused autism. There is no evidence for this. There is no evidence for this, and a lot of people were pushing that. Totally debunked. That has still gone on, and we are seeing sometimes the uptake of the vaccine is only like 75% in places like Birmingham and London, and you need it to be at 95% to provide herd immunity. How do we deal with that?
Yeah, no, that's the key question. And look, the MMR vaccine has been around for, a good while now, I think it's fair to say. It is safe. It is not like, 2020, the COVID vaccine, which obviously had to come on stream quickly. And you have to bear in mind that any vaccine, obviously there will be a small number of people, however sad that is, that will have an impact or be affected by it in a disproportionate way.
But measles also has an
impact. Exactly. If you don't get protected, if you don't get that jab at those ages that you described, then of course you put yourself at even further risk, and nobody wants that for their child. And it was telling during COVID that, yes, the same impact happened. It was very difficult to get to ethnic minority groups to even offer them information before coming forward and have a jab. So there has to be a huge communications exercise. There has to be lots of work with local partners, local communities to get to the people who haven't been jabbed, to provide them with the right information to come forward and get protected.
That said, I also am of the view that, and again, one of the big issues is they do loads of leaflets in, do, and goodness knows what. But it turns out a lot of it's mums that take their kids to be jabbed, that they often can't read even in their own language, a lot of the people. That's one of the biggest issues they're coming across. Not me saying it, it's the medical professionals saying it before you all write in. What a great idea it was to have a load of people in the country who don't speak English and can't read and write in their own language, who are not taking up the healthcare that is free. There's no barriers to getting healthcare in this country in terms of cost. It's free and available to everyone for the local. Those jabs are handed out, free. I mean, what a great idea that's turned out to be, everybody. I mean, we're all thinking it, aren't we? So I'm saying it.